how much I'd been putting into it mentally. You know, physically, I'm used to doing stuff, you know, on and off the golf course. But mentally, I've been putting so much into it that I think now that it's over, that I don't have to be, you know, worried about making picks or worried about making pairings or coming up with a plan. You know, the plan didn't just come to us Monday night at Medina. You know, we've been working on this for months and months and months, talking to Paul Isinger, as I said in the press there, over and over and over again. So I think the mental grind of it caught up with me. Now that we actually played it, I want to go back to playing. I've been off since Barclays. Those guys have been playing in the FedEx Cup and in the Ryder Cup. I've been sitting there watching, so I'm ready to start playing. Might not be very good this week, but then maybe by Fry's. You know, I got a big match come Tuesday as well. I'm playing with Freddie and Bubba and Ricky in Pebble Beach, and then I got to play the Fry's, and then, you know, basically a major for me at home. So I need to get ready.
Dave, I just got a phone with Nick Watney, and he said he respected your decision to not put him on the team. Looking back on it, is that something now that you could say maybe we could have used Nick Watney for, you know, whatever, given his ability to make punishments?
Yeah, we could have picked Nick and Bill and Hunter and Ricky. We could have picked a whole different four. But again, we had months and months of a plan that we talked to everybody on the team. Everybody was involved, and we made some pairings really, really early. And my plan was we'd never really play well the first 2 days. We always get behind the first segment, start trying too hard, we get behind after one day, we start trying to play catch up, we rely on singles, and the pairings were, I mean, the picks were made and the pairings were made all based on my taking Paul Isinger's plan, and then once I got into who was making the team, it shrunk to 2-man teams rather than 4-man teams. And I didn't have to do a whole lot of personality profiling because I knew the guys. My Sunday lineup, if you go back and look at it, was based on the guys that played together and where we needed them in the lineup. Tiger and Strick could still practice and eat and prepare together. The first 4 could still prepare together. So it was all a plan, and it didn't work. So ultimately, it's my responsibility for not putting them in a position on Sunday to win. But the picks were based on that, and you know, we knew we had Bubba and Webb as a team, but we had to make some other teams. Jim Furyk, great alternate shot player, loves alternate shot. Great putter, and Brant Snedeker. You know, everything was kind of calculated. Now, Jim fell into the plan late with Brant, but he agreed to it. And you know, Steve Stricker was is the number 10 player in the world. It's not like we took a chance on a guy. And you know, he could have picked Fred Couples, and maybe he would have played good, maybe he wouldn't have. But we weren't really taking a chance with, you know, FedEx Cup champions, and you know, obviously Brant played good after we picked him, but he was playing really well before. And you know, we just went with what we thought was best. And it's been said before, our team agreed on everything we did. They know, like Phil Mickelson and Tiger Woods, they know that they got to do what ultimately they agreed to do, not what I told them to do. And, I'm happy with the decision. Now, I love Ricky Fowler and Hunter Mahan and Nick Watney and Bill Haas, and they are the future of the Ryder Cup. And sure, maybe they would have done better, but I love the team I had, and they gave it their all. And most importantly, they represented their country on and off the golf course. So, Jose Maria said it best, that America could be proud of that team. And we could take our next 12 and do really well too. So it's hard to say what the right thing to do is.